Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have another unboxing from North Mountain Blade. Now when I unboxed the Chop 2, which I have right here, I mentioned that I purchased another knife from them just because it really caught my eye and because I like to customize knives. This one is definitely possible to customize, so that's one of the reasons why I bought this, and because it was also on sale, mainly the reason why. But the Chop 2 from North Mountain Blade is actually really nice. The only issue I've had so far with this knife is the pivot screw came loose, but that was an easy fix. I just put blue Loctite and that took care of it. So yeah, this thing is sweet and I've had it over a week and a half now. I really, really love this knife. Highly recommend it. I believe they still have some up on their website and I think they're still on sale. The G10 version I know is, but I'll leave a link down below to their website where you guys can check out their stuff. Let's get right into it because I'm anxious to see what their liner lock knives are like. Now they do have upgraded versions of the Chop, which is in this box, and they have some pretty Damascus blade versions, but way out of my price point. I think the cheapest one is $1,000. Beautiful stuff, but like I said, just can't afford it. This box is really really a struggle. So okay, so same as the Chop 2, this comes in that really nice hard case, and let's get it opened up. And here we go. I wonder if, okay, so this one is not vacuum sealed, which is interesting. And I just want to make sure there's nothing else in here. So someone commented on the Chop 2 video that they got some extra goodies when they purchased theirs, but they purchased the brass frag pattern version, so maybe that has something to do with it. But here we go. This is in black micarta, and so far what I can see is it's really well done. I'll give you guys a closer look as well. You can see that micro milling on the micarta. It's one thing I noticed on the Chop 2 as well. Yeah, really nice milling on their material. Interesting little pivot or some texture or design to it. Actually like that. That's actually a nice little touch. And we can check out the pocket clip side. The pocket clip's a little different from the Chop 2. I love the Chop 2 pocket clip. I wonder why they went this route on the Chop. Interesting. Full liners, so definitely possible in customizing or creating my own scales. I believe you have a G10 backspacer, and everything is all blacked out except for this pivot collar, or the pivot collar, sorry. I wonder if those are titanium, but beautifully done. Yeah, those pivot collars just give it a nice contrast against the all black, and it is a front flipper tab only. So let's give this thing a flick. Okay, beautifully flies up, very smooth. This knife is also writing on bearings. See if we can do just the finger flip here. Oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, that drop shot action is really nice. See if we can do it this way. I'm gonna have to get used to it. Can't do that one. I'm not gonna try and struggle. Maybe eventually I'll get used to it. Here it is opened up. You do have a black PVD coating. And more than likely I'm gonna stone wash this coating just because I like a good stone wash on black coating or black coated blades. It is another tanto. Very similar swedge at the top as the Chop 2. See if we can compare these. See right there, this one's actually a little bit more extreme. And I want to say that flat grind goes, yeah, a lot higher than the Chop 2. But the Chop is just a very clean design. And that's why, another reason why it stood out to me. I think Neves Knives was handling the full TI version, and I really liked it when I saw it back then. Just a really simple design, which I really like. Ergos are really, really nice. You do have enough room here in the front with this front finger choil, so you can choke up on it. And it does have a nice clunk or clunky sound when, in a good way, I guess, when it flies out. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick it up, but it feels really, really good. And the finger works really good as well. It's tuned, I'd say it's tuned perfect. Just awesome detent. I'm pretty sure I can get there we go, I got it. So once I mess around with it more, I'll definitely get used to it. But really, really love the look of it. And I like that the PVD coating all the way around is a matte finish, not that cheap, shiny look. Not that a lot of companies do that, but just very, very subtle. And you do have that jimping here towards the end of the tang. And of course, we're going to make sure this thing came sharp. So I got some paper here. Now with the Chop 2, it didn't really like to push cut through the paper. It'd like to do more of a slicing motion. So I'm going to do a slicing motion with this knife, which it easily goes through it. But let's see if we can just kind of push through. Okay, it's a little similar to the Chop 2. So it does like to do kind of a slicing motion. Definitely razor sharp, which I really like so far from them. And overall, just a really, really nice blade. Feel free to let me know down below what you guys think, or if you guys picked one of these up. But I will leave a link in the description below where you can check them out. But so far, I'm a pretty big fan of not only their designs, but the quality of their knives. Just really, really nice. And I completely forgot to mention the blade steel on this blade is 14C20N, which I think is a great steel. If it wasn't coated with the PVD black coating, I definitely would etch and stone wash it, since 14C28N steel really likes to take on a good etch. And one thing I really like is that you have easy access to that liner lock, which is always a plus, since some companies don't really put thought into it. So I do appreciate that feature. And I've dealt with some knives that don't have this little cutout, but that little cutout groove where your thumb lands, they do provide enough space, but this one they just went ahead and did that little cutout, which again, it's really easy to access it. But there is the Chop from North Mountain Blade. As always, you guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you guys on the next one.